what's up guys? Joe from Steel Forge and Fire coming to you with another knife review, okay? Today I have one knife from Rusty Knife Lover's box of knives that he graciously donated to my channel for review. So thanks, Rusty. So this is the first of the batch, and this is the Orion Solaris. Really handsome looking knife with beautiful scales. I'm going to get you all the details of this knife, but guys, before I start the review, especially because of this holiday season, don't forget our veterans. 22 veterans a day take their own lives. The number I think is getting lower. I am calling it now. Hashtag 22 a day, no more. Vets, we love you. There's a place for you here, and there's a number in the description of all my videos for some good folks that could help you, especially during the holiday season, which can be difficult for so many people. But other than that, guys, see my hat here, Blade Talk. Don't forget to subscribe to Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. It's a brand new channel, collaboration between Choirboyz Cutlery and my channel. And we developed a brand new channel called Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. It's a talk show all about blades. We got a really good show coming up this upcoming Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'll do a formal announcement, but if you're subbed, you'll get the alert, because the actual alert is going to come from Blade Talk. So you have to be subbed from Blade Talk, and in order to see the next live that's coming in, which is going to be the first live going on the show on a brand new channel, and every live after that and every video after that in regards to Blade Talk will be on that channel. So please don't forget to subscribe. I'll have links in the description for you to be able to go in, check it out, sub, and enjoy all of the great content coming in. So without further ado, you guys, as good old Scab says, okay, this is the Orion Solaris. So let's get into the review. Okay, this is the Orion Solaris, designed by David Banter. I believe it's actually Banter Blades. I'll leave a link to that designer in the description. It does great work from what I've seen. So you have here a raindrop carbon fiber scales, which is an option. It's actually $35 for those scales, but it normally comes in G10. We have a 14C28N drop point blade at 3.15 inches, 4.7 inches closed. It's got a titanium reversible pocket clip, blue pivot collars. It's retails on OrionKnives.com at around $85. With the extra cost of the raindrop carbon fiber, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. It's definitely an option you have to have with this knife. That's what really makes the aesthetics of the knife so nice. It's retailing at around $120. Now, I haven't really seen it on any of the other big knife box companies, but you can definitely find this on OrionKnives.com and order from them straight and direct. Now, QXP, I believe, is also the designer that made up Knives Fast YouTube channel. Knives Fast, he made up a custom knife, and I believe that is the designer that he used, actually the production house that they used to use his design in his knife, and his knife actually came out really well as well. So this was again designed by David Banter, really good knife designer. I'll leave the link to his description as well. The action on this knife is fantastic. It's got the push button close. You can either open it up with the thumb stub, which is actually placed very well. It's easy access with your thumb, easy open and close. You can swing it open with the button, or you could use the reverse flipper, which works incredibly fluid and incredibly even, and it's pretty reliable. Now, this knife it's not a brand new knife out of the box. Let me leave that disclosure. This is one of knives from Rusty's collection, so it has had some use on it. From what I understand, he has not sharpened the blade. This is original factory edge, and the most that he's done, I believe, is just to strop it. The fit and finish on this is really well done. I can see that everything is straight. The blade is perfectly centered. I love the blue accents. It's a very smooth finish. The carbon fiber it slides in the hand, but it's very grippy on the skin. It's a very comfortable handle, and the egos on this knife is absolutely fantastic. You notice when you grip the knife, your finger goes into that very generous finger choil right there. It really allows you to hug the knife and have a lot of control over the tip of the knife. You know, a lot of real estate on the handle. I have large hands, fits my hand very well. I would never hold it from the back. I would definitely take that nice generous finger choil there, so really hug the knife and get nice and close and personal with the blade, and you can have comfort while, you know, with whatever you're doing with the actual knife. So the egos, I think, are very, very well done on this knife. The carbon fiber scales, very comfortable, slotty, but also grippy at the same time. I was very impressed with the blade. I did some cutting with the blade, nothing crazy. I'm very impressed at the 14C28N steel. Never sharpened the blade, and it still has a good factory edge, even after all the use he's done with it. And I was still able to get through some cutting materials with it without having to do anything but maybe just drop it as soon as I got it. But the mirror polish is actually very nice. You can actually, there is an option for stone wash or blackout finish. I do like the mirror polish on this blade. I did put some Mother's Meg on it to shine it up a little bit, which I'll do again after I give, you know, before I send it back to Rusty. But really handsome looking blade, really great egos on the knife. It's a reversible pocket clip, so it's ambidextrous if you're right or left-handed, which is always a plus. And really smooth finish. I love the smooth finish around the knife, and I love the egos. Very comfortable, very handsome looking knife. The carbon fibers are absolutely stunning. I mean, you can see in the pictures here, really beautiful carbon fibers. Yeah, aesthetically, I think this knife is absolutely fantastic. I love, love, love the look of this knife. You know, here's some receipt paper. Again, it's factory sharp, has never been sharp. It has a lot of use out of it, but it still can get through receipt paper pretty well. I'm very impressed at the edge retention of this steel to be able to keep this edge for such a long time, even after some use. So again, this is not out of the box, not a brand new knife. It has had some use out of it, but it still looks good. It cuts good. It still handles itself well. The action is still very fluid. I find no problem with after some use on this knife, which is more of a testament of the knife after use, because you know what, more likely out of the box it's going to be pretty good, it's going to be perfect, everything's going to be working the way it should. But with some use, this is still a really good looking knife. The blade is great, the edge retention is great, which you'll see now more in the cutting that I did with it. This is not like a normal cereal box. This is one of those 2-box jammies from Costco, so it's a pretty, you know, nice hard cardboard. Did a nice job. You know, here's a quick work and just kind of processing this cardboard for recycle. Cut it up pretty well. Nice slicer. Handled itself pretty well. Again, you know, original factory edge. No sharpening from the factory from use. Okay, guys, so here's this piece of bamboo that I cut, you know, earlier in the week from Katana Land. So I just wanted to kind of show you the slicing capabilities of the knife. But I could imagine that if you really wanted to sharpen the edge of this blade, it would actually take a really nice fine sharp edge, and I gotta tell you, I was very impressed. This steel really handled itself. It kept the factory edge for a long time. I'm still able to get through normal materials fairly well. You can see how it's making some nice slices out of that bamboo. Again, it's not my knife, so I didn't want to sharpen it, but I just wanted to show you after some use how this knife is really just holding its own. It's still going through materials, it's still cutting, it's still slicing. And throughout the whole time, the actual grip was pretty comfortable. Like, again, you know, I would always choose a fixed blade to do something like this, but if you're in a pinch and you have your pocket knife and you need to process something, you need to process wood for a fire or whatever you have to do with it, you know that it's going to stay comfortable in the hand. The egos are great, like I said. That finger choil is really comfortable. It really gets you nice and close to the blade. And there was no hot spots, very smooth. The egos are great, like I said. Again, I can't mention enough because it's just very comfortable in the hand, and it did pretty well in kind of processing this bamboo if I wanted to make a fire or whatever it is. But I'm just kind of demonstrating for you the capabilities of this knife as not being brand new and still having some use on it, and it is really still handling its own. Finally, I just wanted to show you how this carries in jeans. It's a low riding clip, but not completely, doesn't completely disappear under the jeans, but it's definitely still low enough. Still pretty comfortable in terms of how it fits. It comes in and out. It's a little sticky. It's not as smooth as I have some other EDCs, but it definitely goes into the jeans pretty well. It slides back and forth because of the material of the carbon fiber, but it's still very grippy in the jeans. It's not going to move if you have a phone or a wallet next to it. It'll definitely fit. Doesn't take up too much room. It's not a small knife. It's kind of a medium-sized knife, a medium to small. But and again, opens and closes very, very well. Do your business, put it back in, and it rides pretty well in the pocket. So I've been carrying it for about a week now, and I got to tell you, it is very comfortable in the pocket. I really am enjoying using this knife, carrying it around, and going through every day with it. Locks up pretty well with that button lock, goes right back into the jeans without too much of a problem. The shirt down, and it's perfectly good to go. So there you have it, guys. This is the Orion Knives Solaris. OrionKnives.com is where you can find it. At $85 with the G10, it's a pretty good deal. It's a nice, really nice knife. It has, I give it high watermarks for the aesthetics of the knife, high watermarks for the edge retention of the steel, high watermarks for the egos and how comfortable it is in the hand. I love that generous finger chill they gave you, and the action is very fluid. I love the button lock close. It's great. It's a great knife. If you're interested in picking one up, I think you'll be very happy being able to carry this every day. A great knife from Rusty. He always picks the good ones. You can check it out again at OrionKnives.com if you're interested. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments. Again, guys, this is Joe from Steel Forge and Fire. Hope you enjoyed this knife review. I'll see you on the next knife, next sword coming up soon. And if it is still the holidays, guys, happy holidays. Enjoy it with yourself and your family. Have a good one, guys. See you when I see you. Ciao.